big, but you have so many ways to kill any single target. I mean, the Braum here going to help against some of that engage, can stand in the front, but yeah, I actually much prefer something like this. To be honest, Barrel, his iconic Heimerdinger back from the Damwon days, he's going to lock it in. My problem with the Braum is that while he can tank a lot of damage, he usually buys time for re-engage, which is not necessarily what DRX comp is going to be perfect at here with this LeBlanc Varus. And if he dies, that's a cash-in every time. Whereas the Heimerdinger gives you much more strong objective setup, gives you an easier laning phase. I think the complexities of DRX could outplay T1 if they play reactionary, they play safe and slow and methodical on objective setup with those turrets.
Well, let's see how this one goes. We're hopping on the Rift for game 2. That's what I took from that movie as well, yeah.
Let's take a look at these runes. It is going to be double Comet in the bottom lane for Paddock and Barrel, unsurprisingly, for that extra lane prio. And it may be Lethality Varus here, you know, because of this. That's the assumption, but it doesn't necessarily have to be.
Well, Zeus wants revenge. This is definitely a much easier situation. You know, as the space pointed out, it wasn't a perfect game, obviously, from Zeus. But this time, it's not going to be Rascal who gets all the help. It's Zeus who's got Owner up here at level 3. A quick bottom side of the map, clear into straight top lane gank. Here he comes as Rascal has Counter-Strike, just going to hop away. And, well, looks like Zeus messed up his body slam. Yeah, and Rascal gets baited into this one. He uses Counter-Strike early. He's just clearing up the wave as he looks to go the other way. Flash body slam comes in, as now trying to come from the top side as Rascal flashes and then dies.
Yeah, I'm not sure about committing the flash on this one. I thought for a moment he just was like, I'm going to use this Counter-Strike to clear the wave because I know I'm dead. I'm at least kill the minions. Or try to aggressively go in to deny the assist. He does neither and flashes, so not going to be able to get out this time with the body slam coming through.
Here comes Juhan. He wants to double scuttle.
He's got red buff.
Against Owner, who is down a level and now is in a bit of a rough spot here. He is getting chunked down. He's going to have to flash a wall or just elect to die. He's going to...
Oh, he tricked him!
It's just a Q, I think. He just chases after him, right? Unless Owner can get his W back up for 3-2, and maybe Owner gets away. The Q is going to hit, but Owner will survive somehow, some way.
And it was a juke on the flash. I really thought you're dead. He's got red buff. You're absolutely going to die there. And unfortunately, it's not going to end up saving him.
Well, here comes a gank from Juhan again, and Rascal picks up a kill, so that's a trade of kills in the top side, something we didn't see, utilizing this Nocturne to great effect so far.
Okay, so this is Owner's first-person view on the Grand Escape. Gets feared, is slowed by this, and watch his flash. Goes to the top before then flashing down, knowing that his opponent would leave the brush at that moment. Dodges the Q.
Him, but I think I'm still dead. He's calling out the timing of his W. I think I can live.
He's so upset.
Yeah. It's rough, but Juhan's still on the map.
He said, like, my Q hit him, but...
yeah.
And Zeus here, taking that advantage with his Comet, pushing way too far up. Look at the vision control in the river. Body bounce or body slam rather, the...
body bounce.
You bounce it. You bounce that Counter-Strike away, and then...
Level 6.
Comet trade is here's level 6, and Poby's way up in the lane.
And Rascal is here too, but so is Owner, as the Fury is going to come down, and he does dodge the stun with the shield, as in comes Rascal, scoops the kill, and now Owner is just left out to dry. It should be 2 over to the side of DRX, and Rascal picks up both of them.
Flashless. And makes this happen. And got him. And you know, you also have to consider that this game is done. And
nearly with mid laners with Shiv, and he can do this. His ganks are insane, as we have Zeus, who is setting it up very nicely. It's going to force the flash. Here comes Owner, as the caster curse immediately strikes onto Juhan, who will eventually die. There he goes. Owner just going to cue that down.
Ghostblade. It's you know, less common mythic these days to pick up because of the nerfs, but still makes sense here.
Close. That was very close with the Everfrost. If that hits, Rascal's probably Gragas joining up. It is going to be a straight-up 5v5 as Poby and Owner on the left, carrying Zeus on the right. As waiting for that engage, the Magnus Storm only hits the Nocturne, but they burst him 100-0. Down he goes. As now to that backline, we do have Povey extremely low, so is Keria, and the poking is coming out. DRX are playing this so well with the spacing. They take down 2 members, and they will win this fight as another hit is going to come in from Poddock. This guy is a sniper. Why is this the first time he played the lethality virus? Nice body boop comes out, but Rascal is looking for more as the pokes are coming in at Kuma. He wants to take those. Oh man, he goes down and he loses all of his stacks.
All of the stacks.
He took them.
He's played it so many times. He knows how to play against it. This comp is so meta right now, and DRX, I mean, they are just not dropping the ball.
Rascal set up against Rascal. He does have Counter-Strike, but there's a lot of magic that's being thrown at him as the lights are turned off, and they come to save Rascal from the jungle. As Owner goes very deep for that one, and he will be punished. As Rascal will be saved. Meanwhile, we got Beryl versus Gumayusi.
He's got an ult and a bunch of turrets and vision control.
Yeah, it's so much more difficult to understand what's going on, the angles you have to take. As Rascal, speaking of angles, he is so tanky, he doesn't care. He's just running at them, and he might get punished for it. Yes, he will. That's a cash-in for Guma with the Whirling Death.
There's some hope.
Going to pick up that kill.
A little bit of hope. The poke is coming through from Fate, though, with that Shiv damage. They have the choke point controlled, and yeah, you killed the Jax here, but won't we be able to see a Rel engage without ults anymore? I don't think so. And I think that, once again, numbers advantage doesn't matter. That's the main problem, especially because they can... Yeah, this is funny. I mean, stuff like this, like, he just has no idea.
Okay.
He has no idea.
He's dead. Yeah, this is just a dead Gragas.
He's dead. And it's not tank Gragas, so no, he just disappears. A surround on DRX, but Keria is found.
Fade is doing so much damage. I mean, Povey's on half health. Owner is going to get into the pit. They're trying to take out Juon, but he just engages onto Povey, flashes away as we got Chaos now on the rip. Poddock is going to be taken out as Owner found that angle, but they're not dealing with Rascal as this Baron is getting lower and lower. Juon over the top, but he can't get the smite down. It still looks good for DRX to take the entire fight anyway, as Zay is the only one who just respawned. No, he did not get it.
He didn't get it.
DRX will wipe them on the Baron.
Here for T1. And this is it. They could see everything, and Zayas can see nothing. He's just hoping they're going to over-index on trying to clear vision. Not only did they already clear it, it's definitely not a 100% call by any means.
Bouncy bomb, bouncy boom boom as they turn off the lights, and a teleport's coming in, and DRX just say, well, that's fine. We can just back away. And Nocturne Ultimate isn't... you know, the shortest cooldown, but
it's not the be-all, end-all, and you know what? T1 have great engage. I would love if DRX just go.
They're gonna start the Baron.
They're trying to force a fight. They're trying to draw DRX out, but they've lost half their health bars.
Okay, well, this is desperate. They're trying to get on top of Beryl, and yeah, they do kill Beryl, and they lose Povey for it. Meanwhile, in the back line, down goes the Draven, barely does anything as Rascal and Juon are just hounding them as finally the Magnus Storm comes in, but this is DRX just wiping them up once again. TP into mid, and this will be DRX taking the 2-0 tonight.
Clean 2-0, very one-sided games. And I gotta say, Valdez, this one was not about Povey.
No.
And Fate here, he is going to take Zayas out just as a parting gift. Goodbye. And the vision control in this series, not just in this game for DRX, was immaculate. A clinical way of playing 1-3-1 here with the Nocturne.
It's a really good look for DRX.
It really, really is.
Gotta give them a lot of credit in this one.